You're not good enough. You're too small. You won't hack it at the next level. Don't you know how many businesses fail? You're not going to be able to do that. Why don't you try something different? You're just not able. Ever have any of those run through your head? I guarantee it, because guess what? Those are things that I have heard my entire life. See, so many people look at me as Ryan Morse. You're always like on fire. You're all like crazy out there. You got that energy. You're confident. You're all these things. You see this image of who I am. And it is me. It is authentically me. But it has taken a long time to get to where I'm at now. But that also doesn't mean that I still don't have to fight that stinking thinking each and every day. See, when I was younger, a lot of people don't know this. I was told at a very young age by a coach of mine, you know what, why don't you just try something other than baseball? You're just a little too small for this. There's probably a better sport for you out there. And I was told, do something else. Don't even try. And I remember sitting back and thinking, like, this just doesn't make sense to me. Isn't a coach supposed to lift me up and tell me I can do it? Even if he doesn't really think that I can, isn't he supposed to get me to believe that I can do it? Isn't that his job? And I remember going to my dad, who I am blessed beyond blessed to have in my life. He's the greatest friend and mentor I've ever had. And I remember going and talking to my dad and saying, Dad, like, he's telling me not to do this. I wanted to go out for the All-Star team, and he told me not even to try. What do I do? Do I quit? Where do I go? And he looked at me and said, well, you got a couple choices. You can either quit and do something else, like he says, or you can work for it. You can use that as fuel and motivate you. Get rid of that stinking thinking and get after it. Take action. And I had a choice to make, and I decided to get after it. But that has held with me. That has stuck with me ever since then. See, we have to be very specific. We have to be very conscious of what we're saying when we're around our family. If you've got young kids, how you talk to your kids. What are the things that you're saying to your kids? And I don't care if it's in a moment of anger or frustration. What you say to your kid, what you say to your teammate, what you say to some of the kids that are on your team can stick with them, and they may have to battle that stinking thinking, that negative thought for the rest of their life. One of the things that I'm having to battle every single day, no matter what I have to do, whether it's start a business or whether it's when our business lost, or whether a job that I had lost its contract, you're not good enough. I heard I wasn't good enough. I heard I was too small. I heard I should try something else other than what I wanted to do because I wasn't gonna live up to somebody's expectations. And see, those are still things. Every time I face a new challenge, that's where Cherish the Challenge came up from. That's where it came from, because I lived it. It was who I had to be. I had to love that challenge. I had to embrace that challenge. I had to learn that at a very young age. Hey, I need to embrace this challenge if I want to go to that next level. I don't care if that person doesn't believe in me. I believe in me. See, we've got very powerful words. Two very powerful words that I want you to think of right now. Smallest words in the English language, but I tell you what, they're gonna make the biggest impact in you. I am. And what you follow that up with is gonna determine where your mindset goes, who you become, where you go, what your legacy is. If it's a stinking thinking, I am not good enough, I am not worthy, I am too small, guess what? That's gonna be what constantly runs through your head, and those are gonna be the results, those are gonna be the actions that happen. But if you instead change that scenario, if you decide to change that story and say, I am able, I am worthy, I am capable, I am confident, I am enough, I am loved. Whatever that story is that you want it to be, I want you to start telling yourself that now. And you gotta be careful with who you're saying these things to, because if you put somebody's I am statement in their head, they're gonna run with that for a long time. So that's a little bit about my story, and I want you to think about that. What are your I am statements? What are your Cherish the Challenge moments that maybe you're holding on to an I am statement that isn't yours? Maybe it was a coach's at some point in your life. It wasn't yours. It was a coach. It was a parent. It was a teacher that said something to you that made you believe this I am statement that really isn't you. So let's rework that I am statement. What is your new I am going to be? I love you guys. Let me know. Comment in. And let me know what your new I am statement is. Love you guys.